You wake up every morning believing you are the same person who went to sleep the night before. Your memories are still there, your room looks the same, your life continues exactly where it left off. Yet every night, something remarkable happens inside your brain that quietly changes you. While your body lies motionless in bed, your mind begins one of the most complex biological processes known to science. The real question is not simply why we sleep. The question is what your brain is doing while you are gone. For thousands of years, people believed sleep was nothing more than a period of rest. It seemed obvious. Your muscles relax, your eyes close, and your awareness disappears. But if sleep were only about conserving energy, evolution could have designed something much safer. Imagine our ancestors sleeping deeply in the wild, unable to defend themselves from predators for nearly 8 hours every day. That vulnerability would have been incredibly dangerous. The fact that every human still spends nearly 1/3 of life asleep suggests that something far more important is taking place. As you drift into sleep, your brain enters a carefully organized cycle. During deep non-REM sleep, your heartbeat slows, your breathing becomes steady, and your body begins repairing damaged cells, strengthening the immune system, and restoring physical energy. This is the stage most people think of as rest, but it is only the beginning. Later in the night, everything changes. Your brain enters REM sleep, the stage where dreams become vivid and your mind becomes surprisingly active. Brain scans reveal that parts of the brain work almost as intensely as they do when you are fully awake. At the same time, your brain temporarily switches off most of your voluntary muscles. This built-in safety system prevents you from physically acting out your dreams. Occasionally, the brain wakes before the muscles do, creating the strange experience known as sleep paralysis. Although it feels frightening, it is simply a brief delay between awareness and movement. But dreams are only one part of the story. Throughout the day, your brain collects an enormous amount of information. Every conversation, every face you recognize, every decision you make, and every emotion you experience leaves tiny traces inside your nervous system. If all of that information remained equally important, your brain would quickly become overwhelmed. Sleep solves this problem. As you rest, your brain reviews the day's experiences. Important memories become stronger, while unimportant details quietly fade away. It is like organizing a massive library every single night. The information you truly need is carefully stored, while mental clutter is removed to make room for tomorrow's experiences. Scientists have discovered another remarkable process during deep sleep. Cerebrospinal fluid flows more freely through the brain, washing away waste products that build up during the day. In many ways, your brain performs its own cleaning cycle while you are completely unconscious. Sleep is not shutting the brain down, it is maintaining one of the most complex systems in nature. Dreams also serve a psychological purpose. Instead of random images with no meaning, many researchers believe dreams help process emotions that remain unfinished during the day. Stress, fear, excitement, and uncertainty are replayed inside a safe virtual environment created by the brain. This is why a difficult conversation, an important exam, or a painful memory often appears in dreams. Your mind is trying to understand experiences without exposing you to real-world consequences. But modern life makes this process increasingly difficult. Artificial lighting, endless screen time, irregular schedules, and constant stimulation confuse the body's natural biological clock. Many people sacrifice sleep to gain a few extra hours of productivity, not realizing they are reducing the very process that keeps memory sharp, emotions balanced, and decision-making clear. Researchers have also found that healthy sleep reduces emotional intensity. Problems that feel overwhelming at night often seem more manageable the next morning because the brain has quietly processed those emotions while you slept. The memory remains, but much of the emotional weight has been lifted. Perhaps that is the most fascinating truth about sleep. Every night, your brain edits your memories, reorganizes your emotions, strengthens your knowledge, and prepares you for another day. You wake up believing nothing has changed, yet millions of tiny neural connections have already been rewritten. So where do you really go when you fall asleep? Perhaps nowhere at all. Perhaps the real journey happens inward. While you disappear from the outside world, your brain enters its own workshop, repairing, cleaning, and quietly rebuilding the person who will wake up tomorrow. Sleep is not an interruption of life. It is the invisible process that allows life to continue.